Good morning, everyone. My name's Yesenia. I am currently attending UCCS. I am majoring in criminal justice and minoring in pre-law. I am also a first-generation student, and I will be walking you through my routine today, what my everyday routine looks like every day. Today I do have class and I do have work today. So my class is at 10:50. It's 10:10 currently, so I will be heading out now, and I will basically be taking you along with me throughout my day, so you can get an insight of what my everyday looks like. So stay tuned for the rest. Bye. I'm back. So it's currently 10:30. I have class at 10:50, like I said. But before I get into taking you throughout my day, usually my mornings, I start them off early. I didn't get to show you guys that part, but usually I wake up around 7 and get some breakfast or get some homework done. But my routine is usually I try to keep it the same. That way I can get in the habit of always being productive. But sometimes, of course, things get in the way. But yeah, so usually I walk to class. It's usually 10 minutes from where the parking lot is. Sometimes I take the shuttle. It really just depends on what it looks like when I get here. But yeah, I just wanted to take just a brief second to explain that. But yeah, so now come with me to class, and then I will see you guys there. Bye. So I just got back home. I made myself lunch for right now and then for work as well. So for lunch for right now, I just made some quick tuna, and then for my lunch for work, I'm taking a salad. That's Peyton over there. She's building something. But yeah, that's about it for my routine. I get home and then make lunch and then go upstairs and change and get everything ready. So I'll see you guys upstairs once I'm done with my lunch. Okay guys, I am back. So I ate my lunch, then packed my lunch into my lunchbox, and then filled up my water bottle. Now I'm going to talk about my job. So I am currently working a part-time job at Costco. I am in the deli, so that's also why I explained why I changed. So the deli, it is a colder department, or the coldest department, I believe, in Costco. So you do just have to dress warm. As long as you dress warm, it's fine. But yeah, that's usually what I do. And my shift today is 3:30 to 10. That's usually what my shifts consist of, just because I do have class, so I have an hour in between. It's not always the easiest because it can be overwhelming, but it's what I have to do to get by. Hey guys, well, I'm here. Like I said, usually it takes me 3 minutes. I try to leave around 3:10 just because of traffic or something. Right now it's 3:23, so I still have 5-6 minutes or so before going in. But this is basically what it looks like. Obviously, that's Costco right there. Good morning, everyone. I apologize that yesterday I did not get to film me coming home and sitting down. It was just a very hectic day. I did end up getting home at 10:13 because, like I said, I get out of work at 10. But I did just want to talk a little bit about just more in depth, like I said yesterday, on certain things. So like I said, I am a first generation student. So with that, there's a lot of things that come with it. Of course, I have hobbies like everyone else. I love hiking. I enjoy reading. There's a lot of different things. But one important question that I get all the time is what struggles have you overcome? And what did you do to not necessarily solve them, but get past them? So being a first generation student, there is a lot that I have learned throughout the years, even just the process of applying to college and understanding what that entails. And I didn't necessarily have anyone to ask back home, hey, I would like help with this or this. So it was just a lot of figuring things out on my own. And I want to say that's the biggest struggle prior to coming to college, because I really had to understand what I was getting myself into before I actually did it. And it was just a little bit difficult finding that out on your own or with friends. But once getting here, I think the biggest challenge was really finding your interests and where you think you will be successful and enjoy it. And this like is not just career wise, it's like clubs, all of that, sports, whatever you may be into. But that difficulty for me was difficult because, like I said, everyone's trying to figure themselves out. So that's a struggle that I definitely faced while coming here. And then as far as solving them, just ask questions. A lot of them, because if you don't know what you're doing, you're just gonna dig yourself deeper. So that's one very big thing that I learned. I'm always asking questions wherever I go, whatever I'm doing, because it's helped a lot. Obviously, I did move to the Springs and I don't have family here. I do have some friends and I'm very appreciative of them. But of course, we all have things going on. So definitely being independent and making sure you know what you're doing. And another struggle, like I said, is just not being able to share certain experiences with family members because they've never been or never had that experience. So it's just really all about being independent. But yeah, that's one very big important thing. But now that I've overcame that, I'm very glad that I did that and I wasn't afraid, just because I needed some sort of help. So seek resources, whether you're a first generation student or not. Resources are the way to go. Everyone here is here to help you. And I know it can be sometimes scary to ask questions and put yourself out there, but if you don't do it, it's just going to make your life a lot more difficult. One last tip of advice that I want to give in particular to first generation Latino students is just don't be afraid to not, obviously I mentioned previously to not be afraid to ask questions, but I mean this in the sense of like, now that you're here, make sure that you're informing your family, whether you have siblings or you don't, like younger siblings than yourself, to make sure that you're helping them at some point in their experience. Obviously, another very big thing for me that I think genuinely helped me transitioning from my hometown to here is staying close to your family, staying in touch along with your friends. I think it's a very important thing to have moral support, because college is stressful and it's difficult, and it's a time where you're genuinely trying to figure out your life and what exactly you want to do. So there's a lot of different milestones that you're trying to reach, and by just going to college itself, it's a milestone within itself. So yeah, I would say just make sure you find support, whatever it is for you, whether that's a group of people, whether that's music, whether that's sports. That's why I always emphasize that involving yourself is very important. Like I said, you don't have to, it just depends on what support you deem is best helpful for yourself. But just make sure that you're not alone, that you are seeking some sort of help, because it genuinely helps a lot. I cannot explain that, even though I don't have my family here physically with me and they're somewhere else. Keeping in touch with them and talking just about even your day, it genuinely helps, because it makes me feel closer and it makes me feel like I'm not completely alone. Same thing with my friends. I have a group of friends who I adore deeply. So just find your crowd, find what works best for you. But I think that's my biggest tip of advice, because although it's a very common tip of advice, it genuinely needs to be followed, because when it is, you'll be grateful for it and your experience will be a lot better. So don't be afraid, like I said, to be confident. That's just my motto. Don't be afraid, don't be scared. That's just what it is. But before ending this video, I just wanted to thank you guys once again for listening to a little bit of my life, a little piece of it, and listening to my advice. So I genuinely appreciate it, and I hope you guys find some sort of help in the advice that I'm giving, or any sort of insight. So I greatly appreciate it. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.